I'm here to tell you 3 stories. And my hope is that in the end I will have helped you, because I wish someone would have helped me. I wish I knew that every breath came out as a sigh, that every breath would be a defeated sigh, that the scars are permanent, and that when you see him, or even him, in the flashes of your memory, you're going to feel very cold. They tried to help me. It'll be okay, they said, when he left me. Big girls don't cry, they said, when he assaulted me. Keep it together, they said, when he died. God, I wish instead they had warned me of the right things. If I knew what I knew now, I would tell me you're going to need a lot of laundry detergent, because you're going to have to wash a lot of eyeliner stained pillowcases. That you're going to need a ride home in the morning, because you might find yourself wrapped in the sheets of someone that you could care less about. That you'll need your camera, because you're going to forget what your favorite things are. And that you will need those crackers in the trash, because you're not going to feel hungry until you absolutely have to. God, I wish they had warned me. Instead, it's a series of optimistic, you'll get over this, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. It's, you have awesome dreams, an awesome job, an awesome family, and awesome friends. They had me convinced that my life was awesome, that I was awesome. So please, can someone explain to me, why can't I stop thinking about how very unawesome I feel? I can't stop thinking about his hair and its perfect smell. Or his hand pressed up against my neck, choking my spirit. Or what he was thinking when he took his last breath. I can't stop thinking about how all of them shaped me, then left me, and I was broken. Because nobody warned me. I had to learn the most important things by myself. I learned that every single time I found myself drunk on the bathroom floor with the ceiling spinning in circles and tears for him pressed around my eyelids, I learned that every single time it would get just a little bit easier to peel myself up off the ground. I learned slowly that I'd be able to step foot into his favorite restaurant without even thinking about him once. I learned that I love to take pictures, not because he thought it was cool, but because I do. I learned that I've always been beautiful, even before the first time he told me I was. I even learned that when he threw my body up against his car door, bashing my skull into a window, that never for 1 second defined me. I learned that because of him, every single time I see a black sedan drive by, it's human for my muscles to tense in fear. I learned that what happened in that car left a permanent scar on my neck that I'll have to deal with for the rest of my life, but that I'll begin to look at it as a mark of privilege for being a survivor. And Tara, even if you haven't learned it yet, I'm telling you now that no matter how many months or years you've spent dripping in blame, it is not your fault that he died. And sometimes people drown. That sometimes people drown on their way to see you. That sometimes you are a person's last thought, and as painful as that feels, it is also so beautiful. I wish they had warned me. Those are my 3 stories. And I'm telling you this because I needed to tell someone this. I'm confused, I've been trained, I've been ashamed to feel for many years for many different reasons. I'm the girl who fell hopelessly and got hurt, because I was taught that having a partner would make me feel complete. I'm the girl that let a man touch and brutalize me when I didn't want it, because society taught me that my voice would not be loud enough to make a difference. I'm the girl that shouldered the responsibility for death that I didn't ask for, because I was just so used to assuming the blame. God, I wish they had warned me, had warned us that we were going to be the girl, the victim, the sufferer, the survivor, the sad, the mad, the angry, the terrified, the beautiful. God, I wish they had warned us that we would need tough skin, that we would need to squeeze the pennies, that we would need to remind our mothers we share their broken wings, that we would need to rely on each other, that we would need to roar. God, I wish they had warned us that when we are sad, it is not because we're crazy. Stop calling us crazy. That when these things happen to us, that sometimes bad things are going to happen to us. But we'll have to remember that there is death and there is life and there is beauty in us, in losing us, and loving the bodies we were born in. At the people I'm talking to, the stories I'm telling are about times when I really felt like I meant nothing. Because I grew up watching and learning that sometimes women are treated like nothing. But in my own nothingness, I spoke. I found power in my voice just right now to let you know that sometimes things are going to be really, really fucking hard. Because being born with this body can be really, really fucking hard. I wish they would have warned us. But even if they don't, we can look at each other. We can see our shared suffering. We can remind ourselves that sometimes we will lose ourselves. And with our voices, our broken wings can begin to repair. Because after all the stained pillowcases, blurry nights, drunk conversations, one-night stands, tears, crying, screaming, thrashing, and reflecting, we come out a little stronger.